I know. If I were to try that, everything would go wrong for me. I just know it. I just know it. I'd get drugged and my kidneys stolen, probably. Why dating in Japan is impossible? By Berto, as you said. This I might understand a little more.
Reacted to why dating in Japan is impossible.
Oh, it's a react of a react.
I have a cousin that he went to Japan on a foreign exchange as a foreign exchange student, and what's crazy is he fell in love with a woman, got married to her, and never came back to the United States. I mean, he came back to visit a few times, but that boy is now in Japan learning Japanese. Well, he learned Japanese now. He's speaking it fluently and started a whole new life in Japan. So when I saw this, it definitely.
How hard is it to get a passport? Just curious. Also, how hard is it to learn Japanese?
Caught my attention because I was like, I know somebody that just ended up marrying a Japanese woman as a black guy. So let's get right into it. Maybe they're going to talk about some things that we didn't know when it comes to, you know, the dating scene in Japan. And, you know, I've always wanted to go to Japan, so that's something that I'm excited for. But before we get into the video, I just want to say thank you so much for the support you guys have been showing on this channel. It's been growing. The community's been amazing. I love you guys. I appreciate y'all. And let's keep it pushing. Let's do it.
Japanese women are refusing to date Japanese men. And the reason why is way more insane than you think.
Okay, so right off the top, they not trying to date Japanese men. They into other men, but not Japanese men. Got it.
This isn't just about attraction. It's a complete shift in how relationships work in Japan. And here's where things get crazy. It's not just Japanese men getting rejected. A lot of women don't want to date foreign men either. There are massive cultural differences.
It's a man rejection, not a Japanese man rejection. Honestly, I feel like the same thing's kind of happening in the United States. Sort of. I cannot count the number of times I've gone on like social media and seen just something about saying how all men are trash and crap like that. I'm just like, okay, I guess we're trash.
Biases.
I'm not trying anymore.
Brutal truths that most people don't even talk about. But before we get into that, let's start with something shocking.
Oh my God.
All right, so there's a real phenomenon happening in Japan right now, which you might have seen across YouTube, and that is where men are giving up on dating entirely. They're called herbivore men, guys who have zero interest in pursuing women, getting married, or even
What the hell is that about?
trying to flirt. Some of them are too focused on work.
We don't
Others are
even
just
mess
tired of
around and we
rejection.
find
And
out,
some,
yeah.
They've simply decided it's not worth the effort. Yeah, and the result? A growing number of Japanese women are frustrated, single, and looking for alternatives. And yeah, some of them turn to foreign guys.
I'm gonna get myself a cute Japanese girlfriend, and the thing that sucks is most of the time it completely works. You know, obviously, if you're a foreigner, there's a lot of
It works if you're attractive. It works everywhere if you're attractive. It's so funny because you have a lot of people in America that are like turning to being passport bros and going across seas and stuff to finding women that I guess are more traditional. But the thing is like, you still have to be at least somewhat attractive to, you know, get the women anywhere you go. Top cheat code combo looks and money for real. Yeah, for real. Passport bros is a thing. It's been going on for a few years now, honestly. I first heard about it like a few years ago, I guess. But yeah, basically, men are going to like the Philippines, Thailand, Japan, Korea, Colombia. I think those are the hot spots. Yeah, but Philippines are very popular because I've heard that like the food there is like super cheap. So you can go there, live the easy life if you have a remote job, I guess, from America, and find a nice woman and I guess live the life. Or so they say. I know. If I were to try that, everything would go wrong for me. I just know it. I'd get drugged and my kidneys stolen, probably.
people who really like foreign people in Japan. You can almost have an easier time dating in Japan. I know I had an easier time dating here than in London, but also that could just be my own experience and not a collective experience of everyone watching this. So I might be giving.
But this only applies to a small percentage of women. And even then, there are some major problems. Okay, this sucks, but it's true that a lot of Japanese women think Western men smell bad.
Really?
No, this isn't some weird stereotype. It's a real issue. And if you think that's bad, it gets much worse. In the West, beards are a symbol of masculinity. In Japan, not so much. A lot of women actually prefer.
You've heard that
clean-shaven
too?
men.
Really?
In Scandinavia?
In Japan, thinking
That's kind of crazy. I did not know that.
your rugged Chris Hemsworth beard is going to make you stand out. You might be in for a shock when it actually turns women away.
You don't need to be Schwarzenegger or Dwayne Johnson in Japan to
Yeah, I definitely can't go to Japan there. Imagine they go to an anime convention for real. Oh, man. They'd probably pass out from the smell. I've got a beard and I'm slightly buff, so Japan's a no-go for me, I guess.
Actually, it can be even negative sometimes, and that's no surprise. Because if you compare to Western women, Japanese women are generally smaller and shorter.
I've heard that the Japanese thinks non-Asian smells bad. Ah. So it's the news has spread worldwide, I guess. Okay.
And chances are that she's gonna feel kinda overwhelmed or even scared when meeting a guy like this. So rather than having a big muscular body, these are more important usually. And that's
Slim
why
face,
it's
baby
money.
face, no
Guess I
facial
won't
hair.
be falling in love with no Japanese woman. Cause
Big
I ain't gonna
beady
lie. I ain't
eyes,
trying to
mild
turn
and
to
calm
no,
vibes.
scrawny, beardless nigga.
Too feminine.
Yeah, it's like the complete opposite of me.
Western people.
But let's say you
Well,
pass the
actually, maybe the big beady eyes.
hygiene
I
and
might have
facial hair
that.
test. There's still one massive cock block standing in your way. Language. This is
Hey, yo, what was that frame?
the killer. It's by far the biggest reason why foreign men struggle to date in Japan. Most Japanese women don't speak English fluently.
Really?
And if you don't speak Japanese,
って思ったことあります。
Well, yeah, I believe that because my cousin literally had to learn Japanese. Like, he speaks Japanese perfectly now.
でも言語の壁ありますけど、こ
例えばどの国の人がいいとかってなんかあります？
こでも行けるな。どこでも行けるけど、ヨーロッパ系かアメリカ系。
When they say that, they're thinking about like the Brad Pitts, like the hot European American men.
congratulations. Your dating pool just shrank to almost nothing. There are plenty of stories of Western guys who thought they had a great connection with a Japanese woman, only to realize they were stuck in a
So
cycle
you
of
like
awkward
sushi?
Google Translate conversations. It's fun at first, but the novelty wears off fast when you can't have a real conversation.
Yeah.
So what happens? Well, in my experience, foreigners turn to dating apps as like the first thing they do. And this is where
Ugh,
things get really
Hate
weird.
dating apps.
Because Tinder in Japan, it's a completely different beast. If you're a Western guy, you might expect it to work the same way it does back home. Swipe, match, chat, meet up. Nope, not even close. First off, good luck finding a real name. Most Japanese women use fake initials, random words, or even emojis instead of
I don't even know what the hell that says.
their actual names. And profile picture?
That sushi looks intriguing. Wait, is it swipe right? Is swipe right like? Or is that swipe left? That's swipe right.
Yeah, half of them are
I think
either
that's,
anime
like,
characters,
yeah.
blurred faces, or just food.
Really?
Seriously.
What the fuck? How am I supposed to know I'm attracted to you then?
Some people literally
If you
put
like the
sushi as their
food.
profile pic, and that's not even the weirdest part. A huge number of Japanese women on Tinder aren't even looking for a boyfriend. Some just want
That
to
oh my god, that is so similar in America too. There's so many chicks on dating apps that just go on there to get a confidence boost or just want attention, basically. It is so frustrating. So very frustrating.
practice their English. Others are just curious about talking to foreigners but have zero intention of meeting up.
That's why I
And then you've
stopped.
got the worst case scenario. Women who are straight up afraid of being seen dating a foreigner. Japan is still a country where standing out too much is looked down upon. And for some women, dating a foreigner is seen as too different or even embarrassing.
Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
YouTubers won't tell you this, but it's true for many people. But let's say you do find a match. You start talking, Things are going great. You're about to meet up. And then you hear this phrase, I've always wanted to date a foreigner. Congratulations. You've just met a gaijin hunter. Gaijin hunter is a term for Japanese women who exclusively date foreigners. Sounds good, right?
Yeah.
Like, who wouldn't want to be the type of guy?
It's kind of like you're just a joyride. It's kind of like and if that was your, goal from the beginning, you're just out there to have a good time and, experience a foreign, a Japanese woman and, y'all part y'all ways, then maybe I guess that's cool. But, if you settle down living in there for real, I could see how that could feel. I feel like it can easily make you feel used, It's kind of like, oh, I just wanted to test you out. You know what I'm saying? I could definitely see how as a man it's like, well, what do you mean? I'm not a toy.
Guy they're looking.
God, when I don't have to do attorney, I want to go to Japan and do a whole week of eating everything I see. Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to go there for vacation. There's a lot of places I'd like to go for vacation, like Africa. I'd like to go on a safari in Africa. Japan, obviously. Barcelona. My cousin lives in Barcelona. I'd like to go there someday. Yeah, I mean, honestly, really anywhere. You have to pay double if you go to Japan now. What? For real? They charge tourists double, like on everything, or just like traveling there? Is it because of like the tariffs or something? Everything? Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. Maybe I'll wait a few years.
Looking for. Well, here's where it gets a little messy. A lot of gaijin hunters don't actually care about you. They care that you're foreign. Some of them are just obsessed
AI, probably the live streamer menace they have been suffering from. Yeah.
with Western culture. Some have a checklist of nationalities they want to date. Yeah, this has actually happened from time to time.
Oh, because of the tourists. Yeah, I have seen those videos. Yes, of like the jackasses that are going around like terrorizing everyone, like being loud on trains and just crazy stuff. Also, Logan Paul and the forest incident. I can understand that then. I can understand
stories
that.
of guys who thought they found the perfect girlfriend, only to find out she literally had a list of countries she wanted to try. And it's not just about Western men. Some Japanese women actually prefer Latino men, Middle Eastern men, or even South Asian men because they find their features more exotic or masculine.
You never cheat, right? No, of course. So you never hung out with other girls, right? No, never. So you never go to like, those places like brothels, right? え、なんで？あれはお金払ってるから浮気じゃないよ。
Oh my god. Oh man, that's crazy.
What the hell? That was cool as fuck. I want to learn Japanese. I don't know if I have the patience for it though. I don't know if I have the patience to learn any other language. Y'all let me know. Do y'all know multiple languages? That shit's fire. Anybody that does, I have a lot of respect for you.
Some ladies also want a green card, which I thought strange, as I always see Japan as wealthy and amazing. But the reality is Japan has a brutal work culture. Long hours, insane expectations.
My cousin told me about that. It's a normal work shit could be 12 to 15 hour days. 12 to 15 hour days. He told me that, he loves it there, but the work environment's crazy. And the best scenario as an American, if you wanted to live in Japan, is to really just have your own money and not have to be embedded in the work culture in Japan, because it's brutal. It's brutal, especially if you're coming from like the US and probably working, 8 to 10 hour shifts, which, that could be brutal within itself. But imagine 12 to 15 hour shifts every day. And that's like the baseline. Like they still might push your ass for overtime. Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. Especially an individual like me, man, I didn't even like part-time work. So I don't think I would have been able to survive that.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine that. I don't think I would be able to live for very long in Japan. That's crazy. I did hear somewhere that Japan was thinking about implementing like 4-day work weeks. But honestly, like just implement like not allowing the boss to force them to work 12 hours a day. It's just I don't know. I don't know. How do they put up with that? How do they put up with that? I don't know. They need to create a union or something.
And basically no work-life balance. Some women want out.
Scandinavia is better.
Plan.
Not trying to ruin your
I don't
fantasy.
know. I don't really know a whole lot about Scandinavia. That is the one country I know nothing about.
Of Japanese guys. I don't know why you have fantasy Japanese guys, because Japanese guys are horrible, in my opinion.
Totally not biased. Yeah.
These are the reasons why I wouldn't date a Japanese guy if I was a straight woman. If I was gay, probably it wouldn't be as bad. I don't know.
But here's where things get even crazy.
What the hell is that nigga talking about?
I don't know why that's funny. Yeah, it sounds pretty rough. I heard they were pushing it in the US for. Oh, I'd love a 4-day work week in the US. That'd be awesome. Oh man. I don't know why. I don't know why. The way that guy said it, I wouldn't date a Japanese guy, but if I was gay, they raise our salary. Bro, oh my word. The living expenses are getting out of control. They've got to, like, I don't know. Either they got to raise a lot of people's salary, or they've got to figure out how to lower the housing market prices. Like, it's crazy. And also, like, food is getting crazy expensive. Like, I remember the days, like, way back when they're like $5 footlongs at Subway. Now, when I go to Subway, I get a 6-inch with, like, a meal, and it's like $13. It's crazy. Man, if you eat healthy and work out, good luck, your groceries will run you out. Yeah, for real. For real. I don't know how things will get better. I seriously don't know, but I hope that either Trump secretly knows what he's doing. I don't know what he's doing, but maybe he's playing 4D chess, and in the future it'll get better here. I don't know. I don't care who's president, just fix the economy.
I didn't understand that.
A lot of Japanese
real.
women aren't
We
just
can only
rejecting
hope.
Japanese men, they're rejecting dating entirely. Yeah, and this is where the real problem comes in. Japan is facing a massive population crisis. The birth rate is collapsing.
Honestly,
This is starting to sound similar to that South Korea video that we reacted to. Man, what's going on? Y'all
it's everywhere. Even in the US, we're starting to have a birth rate decline. I think like in all first world countries, there's like a lower birth rate, like, or the birth rate is declining. But in like the crappy third world countries, I think it's as high as ever. I don't know why. I mean, it's kind of like, you know, the US when you like there's those poor families with like 6 kids, and then you got like doctors with like 1 kid. It's like I don't know, it doesn't make sense. Hard to afford a kid, you can't afford yourself. For real. Oh my word.
don't want to
Make it make sense.
have babies.
Getting married, they aren't even dating. There are entire businesses built around renting boyfriends and girlfriends.
I would like a
What?
good
People
kid.
are so disconnected from real relationships. And for women, there's a lot of pressure. The expectation is still there. Get married, have kids, be a traditional wife. But modern Japanese women, they're not interested. So what is
I'm not even sure American can really afford traditional wives anymore. I think like both parents have to work nowadays to afford living expenses. It's crazy. It's crazy.
this all mean? Simple. The entire dating scene in Japan is breaking down. It's not just about Japanese men failing to attract women. It's not just about foreign men struggling with cultural differences. It's all of it. A complete societal shift. Fewer relationships, more isolation. And the idea of romance in Japan, it's disappearing. And here's the big twist. If you're a foreigner thinking Japan is some dating paradise, think again. The truth is, it doesn't matter where you're from. What matters is how well you fit into Japan itself. And if you don't understand the culture, if you don't learn the language, if you don't actually connect on a deeper level, you're just another foreigner passing through. I don't mean to sound like a dick here. I just want you to see the full picture. So the real question isn't just why dating in Japan is nearly impossible. The real question is, are Japanese women even interested in dating at all anymore?
Kind of need to figure out.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like why I couldn't live in another country. Yeah, America has its many flaws, but I do love America and I feel comfortable with the culture. I just don't know if I'd be able to adjust to a different culture. And even if I did, I'd definitely miss American culture. Despite our flaws, I feel patriotic. Speaking of patriotic, it is July the 4th, Independence Day tomorrow. That'll be fun.
If this is the person that you want to be in a relationship with within the first few days, people always say it's within 3 days. Don't kiss, you don't hold hands, you don't touch, you don't have sex whatsoever. And a lot of time, the guy asks the girl if she wants to become her girlfriend. As they say, this is the confess culture of Japanese dating. And if the girl say yes, they become a couple officially after 3 dates.
Wow.
I'm already hearing fireworks. For real, I was hearing them like last week. Is crazy. My neighbors are crazy. I don't know what they're doing. Shooting off fireworks a week beforehand is really taking me off. But one thing she said, the confess culture, I actually kind of like that. I like the straightforward stuff. I hate the games, the guessing games. Like, is she feeling me? Are we close enough? Can I call her my girl? It drives me nuts. I don't like games. I don't like dating games.
That's actually way different. I can't imagine just, going on 3 dates and then automatically being in a relationship. But
I can.
Man, they say you learn something new every day, man. Y'all let me know in the comment section. Do I have any Japanese viewers or anybody that is very familiar with, Japanese culture to confirm or debunk what's going on in this video? I'm definitely going to talk to my cousin about it because, again, like I said, he got married, he found a Japanese wife, and he's happy out there. So, but maybe he got lucky. I don't know. Y'all let me know. I really enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it as well.
That's it.
It's Birdo. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Where you at, Birdo?
Oh, that's fast. I will sub to him. I like that. I like that video. Give him a like.